and welcome to the episode 11 or 10, something around there, of the Smoke Room. You know how I am, I'm forgetful, but I just wanted to respond on this video from the last episode, and I wanted to bring Poison B on here and get his side of the story before, because a lot of people has mixed feelings about it, because I talked to Brent and I talked to a bunch of other people, but I feel that I should at least give Poison B a shot at getting to explain his side of the story so everybody knows. So, Poison B, what's up?
Oh, nothing.
Is there anything you could say about this accusation? Is any of this true on your side of what was said and everything else?
Absolutely not. I mean, I would never say something as stupid as my call, Poison B, is better than Smokey or Brent Harbinator or Connor Wine or any other big names because, well, obviously I know it's not true. So I wouldn't go out there and saying something stupid like that.
Yeah. If you think that you're being, I don't know what the word of saying it is, because I got screwed over myself in the past. Why would you think that somebody's trying to pin something like this on you, and why?
Honestly, I have no clue. I mean, I haven't really made any enemies. I don't think anyway, but I'm pretty sure there are a couple people who don't like me because of the whole thing with the Mary Sue, Tyler Rain, and that's understandable. I mean, I understand that, but I mean, there are some things that you just have to let go.
Yeah, that's true, but there's some things you can't let go because some people say certain things and they do certain things, and some people do. This is my problem though. That's the reason why I did that. I allowed that video to be out. That video we done, me, Loudon, Frank, and all them, because we have an issue. Especially me. I've been attacked ever since I started Call. It don't really bother me no more. But whenever somebody attacks everything that I've done, and I have the right to express my feelings towards it. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah, I
I just
understand completely.
I don't understand why somebody would say that you said that if it ain't exactly true, unless they have a hidden agenda on their own. But it had to be somebody in that circle of the people you talk to that don't that has something against you, basically. Unless it's actually true, but that's on under the line, you know what I mean? But there is always that possibility that somebody in your circle is trying to backstab you, and that's straight up. Because I had it done to me. So Loudon knows what I'm talking about too. He's on mute, but he knows what I'm talking about too. And you'll learn quick that you can't trust nobody. It don't matter if they're your best friend or not. You gotta look after yourself. And if especially when, no offense to you, Poison B, I ain't trying to blow up or nothing, but I just feel because you got to understand my point of view. I've been in call for a long time. Brett Harvinator's been in call a long time, and Connor Wine's been in call for a good while too. And for word to come out like this is like a slap in the face to me personally for all the work I done. And we just got to get to the bottom of it, because it don't take much for something to go from small to just blown out of proportion, big time, and it just start this big ass war. That's the reason all them wars in the past had gotten to the way they did, because nobody would explain themselves. Everybody was quiet. But that's the reason I got you on here, so you can speak your mind. You know what I mean? And you can get your side instead of your side being silent and you just talking to your friends and everything else. I'd rather have you on record, put on record your argument why you pushed your call in your league. It's supposedly like as you said, that Mary Sue thing, blah blah blah, and that champion reign. I heard rumors something about a creative. You had creative issues with Poison B you pushing your guy over the top. Well, what is your side right there?
Well, with some of that, I can't argue with it because it is true. I mean, when Poison Bee did win the championship in my Fed, it was because, well, I just wanted to see him as a world champion, and that was a huge mistake for me to do. I understand that, but I had him lose the title, but the way he lost the title made some people mad because of the way the match ended. But in hindsight, he lost the title, and I thought that would get some of the heat off, but apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, it's just the way things are, and especially you just gotta understand in this world of call, people is gonna people judge that type of thing. Trust me, I know people judge little things like that. That's the reason Smokey is not a wrestler in my league, FDW. He is not a wrestler in my league. He's the owner, and he stays on the commentary table. I don't need my call to, because I've been around call for a long time, and I can just let anybody else use my call, and that be my popularity stable instead of myself pushing them. You know what I mean? So, but my question is to you: how do you feel about the idea of pushing your main call at Poison Bee? You know what I mean? How do you feel about pushing him over other people in your league when you was doing it? Now, when you was doing it, what was your main idea that doing that?
Well, I figured that it wouldn't make much of a difference, but apparently I was wrong. Because he went over the big names like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Goldberg and all of that. So even though it wasn't in like clean ways, it still made a huge difference.
Yeah. What do you got to say to? Cause Brent a little bit shooken up about this. I was talking to Brent about it, and he feels a little shooken up that his name was mentioned in it. What do you got to say to him and the owner of Connor Wine and guys like that? We done talked about this, explain to you, etc. But what you got to say to them, to tell them, I didn't mean, I did not say that, because you gotta put more defense in yourself, man. You can't just be short with no offense, but you can't be short with it. You got to defend yourself. You can't let nobody attack you like that, or you're gonna be destroyed in a heartbeat. You won't be nothing. So explain to Brent and them what your side of the story is, because there's more to it.
Well, from my understanding, the whole thing was that somebody in the NAW South booking chat wanted Poison to go over Connor Wine, to my understanding. That's what I heard. So apparently someone thought that meant that they thought Poison Bee was bigger than Connor Wine, which I know is definitely not true. And I guess Smokey and Brent just got thrown into the mix, but I really don't know what happened with all that. I know I wouldn't say something like that because it's obviously not true. And everybody else said they didn't, but somebody had to have.
Yeah, because it just don't start out of nothing. People, I can't really say that. I have to retract that last statement because I've been portrayed a lot that it wasn't nothing true. But I always myself on video I always came in and expressed my opinion about the situation. And I got my story out there, so I could be like, I'm real. I don't have to lie. You know what I mean? I get everything, all my respect. I get it right on point. I got it with Loudon. I got it with Frank Dog. I know Frank Dog since he a long time ago. I known Josh. I known Super Dingoes. I knew all of them from back in the past. But I didn't do it just because I got from being a call and nothing. A call interviewer. Just I'm a good. I could talk to anybody. You know, that's like me giving you this interview. You know, I wouldn't give you this interview if I wasn't a real person. I want to get the word out of what your side of the story is. You know, so I'm a good guy like that. I just don't know where the room is starting. I want to get it not. It becomes a serious issue because Call can't afford none distractions. Really, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Guys like me and Brent and Connor Wine. I can't speak for them, but for me, I feel we started Call. Our original Call started the original Call movement. In that actuality, I did. Me and Danny Jackpot did. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's actually true. I can't believe I said that Danny and me in the same sentence, but it's true. If it wasn't for guys like me and him and Brent and all them others doing that, it wouldn't be no point. You wouldn't even have considered putting Poison Bee in your colleague and done what you have done. So I just want to end this war right now. I want to say that whether or not you did say it or you didn't, I just want to say if you did do it, you might. I would rather you be honest about it than you just deny. But I ain't accusing you of it. But I just rather you explain. If you did do it, to go ahead and say it, or if you had any idea of who did it in the NAW South booking group. Like for instance, who to your knowledge is in that booking group?
Let's see. I believe I know Carter's in it. Let's see. There's David and Ryan was in it, and TC. But that's all I know of.
Yeah. Out of all them guys you just named, I ain't trying to start no junk here because I know there's going to be some response, but I want you to be honest with me. You know, this is the reason I do this show. Honesty, you know, realness. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks about me, and you shouldn't think, if you're in the right, you shouldn't care. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so who do you personally think that might have started this rumor, and why?
Well, to my understanding, it was originally planned that David Arrow was going to go over Connor Wine, and David, Ryan, and I think TC agreed to that. And then it was changed to Poison Bee, to my understanding, and they still agreed with it. So it might have been one of those three, but I'm not sure.
So okay. I didn't. That's a whole new development. Really, I didn't even hear that. Actually, I never heard any of those three. I heard a couple other people involved, but nobody ever said that. And that's some good information though, because we can all talk, and I'm gonna talk to them. You can best believe, and I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it, and I don't know what to say really, because it's just a bunch of, it's a bunch of stupid stuff that starts these arguments, and we just trying to have fun and do our own thing, and people push it out of control and says, disrespecting other people, especially people who've been in the call longer than most. But I just don't agree with people trying to talk and spread bullshit rumors and do like this, but I just want to. I'm just trying to find the truth, cause I ain't down for none of this bullshit, man. I'm finna be 28 years old, you know. Yeah, I understand that you you don't got much time, so is there anything else you need to say?
I think I got it all.
All right. But all right. I appreciate you coming on here and speaking your side of the story, and talk to you again later.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Peace.